Even Freddie is your order. Isaac solidifying his lead so far a bit. He's on 16.512 pace. He's up 12 spots from qualifying 1 up to 10th. Xander's up 4 to 14th, and Brandon's up 7 to 17th. The clock hits triple zeros as I'll call your name out as you're done. Until then, continue to race. Keep on racing. Brandon, you're done.
Xander Niemann done.
Xander, you're done.
Isaac Niemann done.
Isaac, you're done.
Steve Walter done.
Steve, you're done. Just looking for Freddie and Justin. Justin, you're done. Just looking for Freddie. Freddie, you're still live. Everybody else, you're done.
All drivers are
Thank
finished.
you. That is everybody.
Freddie Berhard done. The race
The
is
order.
completed.
Isaac, Xander, Brandon, Justin, Steve, Freddie, Jumper, and Mick. For now, we got some track repair going on in the middle. So if you set your car down, please don't run with it. I'm gonna need my marshals. My marshals for this next race. I'm gonna need Justin to bucket 1, Xander bucket 2, Steve bucket 3, Freddie bucket 4, Mick bucket 5, Isaac 6, and Jumper on bucket 7. Gonna say that one more time. Justin to bucket 1, Xander to 2, Steve to 3, Freddie to 4, Mick to 5, or actually, never mind. Yep, Isaac to 5, Jumper to 6, and Brandon to 7. You'll take 5? Yeah. Yeah, you're on 5. Mick's the guy you can't marshal, right? I'm trying to remember. Yeah. I didn't remember that, and I said his name, and I was like, wait, no, I can't. Yeah.
Scott Lenig.
How fast did it run then? Okay.
But what are we asking for?
It wasn't counting. His transponder did.
Alrighty.
Okay. I'll just drag him in then. Okie dokie. I got all my marshals? Bucket 6. Jumper. Where is Jumper? I'm gonna need you on bucket 6 up here. Jumper. Bucket 7? That's supposed to be Brandon. You got that? Okay. I think I got everybody then. Thank you. Okay, drivers, you can roll.
Billy Nee.
Okie dokie. Next time by, track will be hot. Alrighty, as we wait for heat number 2 to shake out a bit, I'll say the running order then. But for now, a reminder, race number 7, you know who you are. You will be up in 4 minutes and about 40 seconds. That didn't break? That's impressive. Where'd Jeremy go? Getting his car fixed. Ripped the front of it. What? He ripped the front of it. Did you see that? No, it was on a shot. Yeah, he's in the race. What do you think? Okie dokie. A minute and 15 seconds into race number 6, stock two-wheel drive buggy. Heat number 2, Billy, Kevin, Owen, Jeff, Ethan, Scott, Lennox, and your current order. Two minutes in, we've got Kevin, Billy, Owen, Jeff, Ethan, Scott Davies, and Brad Zachman, your order. Kevin running a 16.502, followed very closely. Billy with a 16.503, Ethan 16.512, Jeff 16.513, Owen 16.515, Scott 15.503, Scott Lennig 15.511, and Brad Zachman 14.50. Kevin running a 16.50. Let's see if he can get that up to a 17 before the end of this race. Yes, he does. That time by. So far, fast lap belongs to Kevin running a 17.8. Alrighty, 2 minutes left. 2 minutes left.
2 minutes left.
Kevin, Billy, Owen, Ethan, Scott Davies, Scott Lenning, Jeff Bodiger, and Brad Zechman is your current order. We got a minute and 10 seconds to go on the master clock. Kevin Muma, your leader. Billy, Ethan, the top three. Owen, Jeff, Scott Davies, Brad Zechman, and Scott Lenning. Your order. You got Kevin running a 16.502. Billy a 16.508. Ethan 16.512. Owen 16.515. Jeff 15.501. Brad 15.507. Scott 15.507. And Scott Davies 15.511. "25 seconds to go on the master clock. Kevin, Billy, Owen, your top three. 9 seconds on the master clock. When it hits zeros, I'll call you out as you finish. Until then, keep racing, keep racing.
Brad Zechman done.
Brad, you're done.
Owen Spriggle done.
Owen, you're
Scott
done.
Lennick done.
Both Scotts,
Scott Davies done.
you are done.
Billy Nee done.
Billy, you're done.
Jeff Bodiger
Jeff,
done.
you're done.
Kevin Mumma done.
Kevin, you're done. Just looking for Ethan.
All drivers
That
are
is
finished.
everybody. Thank
Ethan Hausman
you.
done.
Final
The race
order
is
from that
completed.
race. We got Kevin, Billy, Ethan, Jeff, Scott, Brad, Owen, and Scott Davies.
Up next, race number 7.
Okie dokie, we got
Stock
race
two,
number
wheel drive
7.
buggy.
Heat number 3,
Heat
Gavin,
3.
Don, Nick, Blaze,
Downhill.
Braden, Dan, Gage, and Gavin. Gavin Nipple is starting
Gavin Nipple.
first, and then Gavin Yoder 8th. You have to remember, 2 different Gavins in this race. But for my marshals, I'm going to need Kevin Mumot at bucket 1, Billy Nye, bucket 2, Jeff Bodiger 3,
Blaze
Owen
Malinowski.
Spriggle 4, Ethan Hausman
Gage
5, Brad Zechman 6, and Scott Davies, bucket 7. That's Kevin to 1, Billy to 2, Jeff to 3,
Dan Myers.
Owen to 4, Ethan to 5, Brad to 6, and Scott
Gavin
Davies
Yoder.
to bucket 7. Thank you. Okie dokie. It looks as though I have all my marshals. Drivers, you can roll.
Nick Cummings.
As you come around back to the start-finish line, track will be hot. Track is hot. Let's go. Alrighty, reminder, race 8, 13.5 stadium truck. You're up next, Cooper, Blaze, Greg, Max, and Scott. You will be up after this race. With about 4 minutes to go, Gavin Nipples, Dan Myers, Gavin Yoder, Gage Hurley, Braden Benner, Nick Cummings, Blaze Malinowski, and Don Hillard is your current order. Gage Hurley posting his fastest lap that time by an 18.0. Still the fastest lap, though, belongs to Gavin Nipple, who ran a 16.5. Gavin Nipple, Gavin Yoder, you're 1-2. Gage Hurley, 3. Braden Benner, Blaze, Nick, Dan, and Don rounding out the rest of the order. Gavin Nipple on that 18.501. We'll see if he can climb it to a 19 before the end of this race. 3 minutes and 7 seconds to go. Gavin Nipple, Gavin Yoder, Braden, your top 3. Gavin running a 17.505. Braden a 17.510. Gavin Nipple still owns your fastest lap with a 16.5. Nobody even sniffing the 16s other than that. Gavin Nipple does it again. The 16.6 that time around. We got a close battle here for second between Gavin Yoder and Braden Benner. Only 0.6 apart. Ooh. 2 minutes and 10 seconds to go. Gavin Nipple, Gavin Yoder, Braden Benner, your order. Gavin running an 18.501, still looking for that 19 lap pace.
2 minutes left.
Gavin on a 17.504, Braden a 17.510, Nick 17.512, Gage 17.516. Nipple appears to have a bit of tape stuck to the back of the car. We'll see if that affects his lap times at all. Doesn't appear to be so far. 1 minute 15 to go. Gavin Nipple still leads, followed by Gavin Yoder, Nick Cummings, Gage Hurley, Braden Benner, Blaze Malinowski, Don Hillard, and Dan Myers. Got a
1
minute to
minute
go.
left.
Gavin Nipple on an 18.501.1 pace. Really looking for that 19. Gavin Yoder, 17.502. Nick, 17.511. Gage, 17.514. Braden, 17.516. Your big mover so far. Gavin Yoder up 7 spots into the number 2. Got about 32 seconds to go. 30 seconds now. Ten seconds to go. Okie dokie, as the clock hits triple zeros, I'll call you out as you
Gavin
finish.
Nipple done.
Gavin Nipple,
Gavin
you're
Yoder done.
done. Gavin Yoder, you're done.
Don Hillard done.
Don, you're
Blaze
done.
Malinowski
Blaze,
done.
you're done.
Gage Hurley done.
Gage, you're done.
Nick Cummings done. Dan Myers done.
Dan, you're done. Just looking for Braden yet. Coming on a little jump. On to the back straightaway. Hits the back table. Coming into the second little jump. Hits it onto the front stretch in the double. Crossing the finish line.
All
Braden
drivers have
Benner in
finished.
5th.
Braden Benner done.
Okie dokie.
The race is
Your
completed.
final order for that race. Gavin Nipple. Does not seem that the tape slowed him down one bit. Gavin Yoder, Nick Cummings, Gage Hurley, Braden Benner, Blaze Malinowski, Don Hillard, and Dan Myers.
Up next, race number
Okie
8.
dokie, we got race number 8,
13.5
13.5 Stadium Truck, Heat number 1,
Heat
Cooper,
one.
Blaze, Greg, Max, and Scott. But first, I'm going to need some marshals for this next race. I'm going to need Gavin Nipple, bucket 1, Don Hillard, bucket 2, Nick Cummings,
Scott
bucket
Bennett.
3,
Cooper Taylor.
Braden Benner, bucket 4,
Greg Perkins.
Dan
Blaze
Myers,
Malinowski.
bucket 5, Gage, bucket 6, and Gavin Yoder, bucket 7. What? Right over there in the corner. Okie dokie. It appears I have all my marshals. Drivers, you can roll them out. Okie dokie. Track will be hot next time by. Next time by. Alrighty, folks, as race number 8 is shaking out a bit. Just a reminder, race number 9, stock four-wheel drive buggy. There's just 5 of you. You know who you are. Isaac Neiman, Jumper, Blaze, Hunter, and Aaron Benner. Alrighty, here a minute in running order. Cooper, Scott, Blaze, Max, and Greg. Cooper a 17.518, Scott a 16.501. Blaze a 15.504, Max 12.503, and Greg 11.516. 3 minutes and 35 seconds to go. Just over 2 minutes to go. Cooper, Blaze, Scott, Max, and Greg is your current
2 minutes
order.
left.
Cooper running a 16.503, Blaze a 15.502, Scott 15.507, Max 15.522, and Greg 11.508.
One minute left.
Alrighty, we got 50 seconds to go. Cooper, Scott, Blaze, and Greg, your order. Alrighty, as the clock's winding down to triple zeros, I'll call you out when you're done. Until then, keep racing. Cooper, you're done. Everybody else still live, still racing, still racing. Scott, Blaze, Greg, and Max still looking for you.
Scott Lennick done.
Scott, you're done.
Blaze Malinowski
Blaze, you're done. Just looking for Greg and Max.
Greg Perkins done.
Greg, you're done. That is everybody.
The race is
Alrighty,
completed.
Cooper, Scott, Blaze, Greg, and Max, your order.
Up next, race number 9. Stock 4, wheel drive buggy. Heat 1 of 1.
Alrighty, folks. Isaac, Jumper, Blaze, Hunter, and Aaron. Is Aaron coming? Is Aaron here? Aaron does not appear to be coming, is he? Also, for our marshals, I'm going to need Cooper to 1. Blaze to bucket. Never mind. Blaze is racing.
Blaze Malinowski.
Greg to bucket 2. Max, bucket 3. Scott, bucket 4. I'm going to need 3 volunteers. Is there anybody who
Isaac
wants to
Newman.
volunteer?
Hunter Lights
Any
Off.
volunteers for marshals?
Jumper.
Anybody? Anybody want the privilege to sit on a plastic bucket and pick up toy cars? Wherever. Wherever. Alrighty, folks. Looks like I got all my marshals. Drivers, you can roll. Alrighty, well, this track will be hot. Next time by. Next time by. Alrighty, as we watch this incredible show of skill, that is race number 9, stock 4-wheel drive buggy, heat number 1. Just a reminder, Mod Short Track, you're up next. You know who you are. You know who you are. Weston, Jamie, Jason, Scott, Rooster, Chase, Walrus, Hunter, Chad, and Mason, you're up next. You are up next. Alrighty, a little over a minute into this thing. It's Isaac, Blaze, and Hunter as your leaders. Alrighty, with 2 minutes and 20 seconds to go, Isaac, Hunter, Blaze is your current order. Isaac running a 17.509, Blaze a 14.502, Hunter a 14.509. So far, Isaac with the fastest lap, a 17.024. Blaze 17.422, and Hunter an 18.938. Little under 2 minutes to go. 2 minutes to go.
One minute left.
Alrighty, with 50 seconds to go, Isaac, Hunter, Blaze, still your order. Isaac on a 17.514, Hunter 15.520. Sorry, Hunter 15.516, Blaze a 15.519. Looks like things are heating up a bit there for second. 30 seconds to go. Alrighty, the clocks have hit zeros. Keep on racing. I'll tell you you're done when you have finished.
Isaac Niemann done.
Isaac, you're done. Still looking for Hunter and Blaze.
Hunter lights
Alrighty,
done.
Hunter, you're done.
All drivers are finished.
Okie dokie.
The race is completed.
Isaac, Hunter, Blaze, Jumper, your final order.
Up next, race number 10. Mod SCT Heat 1 of 1.
Okie dokie.
J House. Rooster. Weston Hoffman Man. Jace Groff. Chad Leitzel. Hunter Leitzel. Walrus Durst. equipment. Scott Lenig.
Okie dokie, for my marshals, I'm going to need Isaac Neiman on bucket 1, Jumper to 2, Blaze to 3, Hunter to 4, and I'm going to need 3 volunteers. 3 volunteers. Any volunteer marshals? Thanks, Nathan. Just sit on a bucket. That works. 7 and 6 here yet. I need 1 more marshal for bucket 6. Thank you. Okie dokie. That's all my marshals. Boys, you can roll.
Jamie Groff.
Alrighty, track is hot. Next time by, next time by. Just a reminder, folks, you're racing the clock, not each other. Please, don't kill anybody. If we leave here as friends, I think that's more valuable. Already a minute and 25 seconds into this round 2, race number 10, mod short course heat number 1. We have Weston, Jason, Mason, Jamie, Scott, Rooster, Walrus, Hunter, Chase, and Chad. Weston out front running a 16.510. Jason not far behind, a 16.518. Mason now jumps up to second, running a 16.517. Jason, 16.518. Jamie, 15.514. Scott, 15.518. Walrus, 15.505. Rooster, 14.506. Hunter, 13.511. Chase, 13.516. And Chad, a 10.504. Weston still has the fastest lap with an 18.4. With 2 minutes and 45 seconds to go. Alrighty, 2 minutes, 20 seconds to go. Just a reminder, race number 11, mod 2-wheel drive buggy heat number 1. Final heat of the night, we got Braden Benner, Nick Cummings, Jeff Bodiger, Max, Justin, George, Scott, and Jumper. You're up next in about 2 minutes and 10 seconds. Here in race number 10 with 2 minutes 5 on the clock, Weston, Mason, Jamie, Jason, Scott, Rooster, Walrus, Chase, Hunter, and Chad is your
2
order.
minutes left.
Weston out front running a 16.506, followed by Mason running a 16.511. Jason not too far behind, 15.502, trying to get back on that 16-lap pace. Jamie, a 15.504. Scott, 15.513. Rooster, Walrus, Chase, Hunter, and Chad are rounding out the rest of your order. 1 minute and 37 seconds to go on the master clock. Alrighty, we got 1:10 to go. It's Mason and Weston up front. Jason, Scott, Jamie, Rooster, Walrus, Chase, Hunter, and Chad. Mason and Weston making a good run of this thing.
1 minute left.
Got 56 seconds to go. Ooh, Mason gives up the lead to Weston there that time around. Very tight margin for the lead here. Very tight. We got 37 seconds to go. Alrighty, 15 seconds to go. 15 seconds. Alrighty, the clock has hit triple zeros. I'll call your name out when you are done.
Whip it done.
Mason, you're done.
Weston Hoffman man done.
Weston, you're done.
Jamie Groff done.
Jamie, you're
Walrus
done.
Durst done.
Walrus, you're done.
J House done.
Jason, you're done. Looking for Scott, Rooster.
Hunter Leitzel done.
Hunter, you're done. Just looking for Scott and Chase.
Scott Lennick done.
Scott, you're done. Just looking for Chase.
Chase
Thank
Groff
you.
done.
That's everybody. Alrighty, folks.
The race is completed.
Yeah. Alrighty, folks. Drivers, hold on for a bit then. Don't you go anywhere. We got some carpet. We got some repair work here on the front straightaway. So if you could not go anywhere, that would be appreciated. Then for my marshals, for
Up
this
next,
last heat of the
race
night,
number 11.
I'm going to need Weston
two,
Hoffman
wheel
to
drive
bucket
buggy.
1, Jamie to bucket
one
2,
and one.
Jason bucket 3, Scott 4, Rooster 5, Chase 6, Walrus bucket 7. Again, that's Weston to 1, Jamie to 2. Jason to 3,
Jeff Bottiger.
Scott to 4, Rooster to 5, Chase to 6, and Walrus to 7.
Dan Myers.
Okay, I got it ready. Okay.
When it comes time for the main sort, I'll be back and help since we're going to remove Kevin's leaving.
Okay.
So,
It's in 5 minutes then.
okay, I'll be
And
back.
I'll get you to sort that. Thanks. Can I get Scott to bucket 4 down here? Oh, you're racing? My bad. That'll be Hunter Leitzel to bucket 4 down there in the corner. Hunter Leitzel. Thank you. Okie dokie. That appears to be all my marshals. Drivers, you can roll.
Max Perkins, George Santa, Justin Stacy, Nick Cummings, Scott Lenig, Braden Benner.
Okie dokie. Track will be hot. Next time by. Alrighty, as we wait for this last heat of the night to sort out a bit, we will, after this race, we will do the main sort. I'll get Aaron to help me with that, and then we'll get that printed and set up then at the end of this race. Thank you. Thank you for your patience. Alrighty, with just under a minute past, we have Braden followed by Dan, Jumper, Scott, Jeff, Max, Justin, George, and Nick. Oh, my bad. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I will. I'm sorry. I heard you say it, and then I thought it was good. I looked, I thought it was clear, and I looked to my right, I didn't see it. Dang it. Alrighty, we're a minute and 40 seconds in. It's Braden, Benner, Jumper, Dan, Max, Jeff, Justin, George, Scott, and Nick. Braden Benner running a 17.506, Jumper a 17.515, Dan 16.507, Max 15.507, Jeff 15.517, Justin 14.521, and Nick 13.522, George 12.504, Scott a 12.512. Braden Benner has your current fast lap of 17.290. 2 minutes and 45 seconds to go. Alrighty, Braden, Jumper, Dan, your top three, followed by Max, Jeff, Justin, George, Nick, and Scott. So far, Jumper, your big mover, up 5 spots into the third qualifying position. Dan up 4 into
4th.
4th.
2 minutes left.
Braden still holding down the number 1 qualifying spot. Nick Cummings still holding down the 2. We have Braden Benner running a 17.508, a Jumper a 17.516, Dan 16.503, Jeff 15.512. Minute and 40 seconds to go. Jumper last time by set his fastest lap a 17.627, as did Max with an 18.926. One minute and 15 seconds to go. Okay. I got cooked. I tried to catch one here, and I looked to my right, and I didn't see the guy coming. And then I bent over to pick him up, and then I got
1 minute left.
in the back of my neck. Yeah, I'll be fine. I'm just gonna hurt tomorrow.
Let them know C-Main stock buggy will be up first.
Alrighty, just a heads up, C-Main stock buggy, you will be up first for the mains. We have 40 seconds to go here in the last heat. For mod 2-wheel drive buggy, it's Braden Benner, Jumper, Dan Myers, Jeff Bodiger, Max Perkins, Justin Stacy, Nick Cummings, and George Santa. 30 seconds to go. righty. 7 seconds to go on the master clock. Alrighty, as I call your name out, you're done.
Dan Myers done.
Dan, you're done.
George Santa done.
George, you're
Jeff
done.
Oliver
Jeff, you're done.
Max Perkins done.
Max, you're done. Just looking for Jumper, Braden, Justin, and Nick.
Nick Cummings done.
Nick, you're done. Jumper,
done.
you're done. Braden, you're done.
Braden,
Just
you're done.
looking for Justin. Brings it around back to the start-finish line.
All drivers are
That
finished.
is everybody.
Justin Stacy done.
Your final order,
The race is
Jumper,
completed.
Braden, Dan, Jeff, Max, Justin, and Nick, and George. Jumper taking that one off of Braden by 1.857 seconds.
This live stream brought to you by Richfield Life Ministries Church, with Sunday worship services at 8 a.m. and 10:30 a.m. with a Sunday school hour starting at 9:15. And by Slate Media Solutions, offering services in live stream production, commercial video production, social media management, and commercial drone videography.